We produced a series before this one. Maybe you remember it. It was called Apathetic Reviews. We stopped making it because it just started to get a little too unrealistic. So we came up with the show Ian's Ideas. A much more grounded and realistic show. Everything that happens in this series is 100% real. Is this your card, Simon?
This was, I think, my favorite audition so far.
Oh, hi guys. Wow. I have a crock pot that predicts the future. No, wait! But there is a movie that I touched on briefly in Apathetic Reviews that I've always wanted to revisit. I'm talking about Children of the Corn. Specifically, Children of the Corn 2. The Final Sacrifice. My favorite of the franchise. Let me start by saying that some people are genuinely scared by Children of the Corn, and that's totally fine. But I enjoy them for a different reason. I think they're unintentionally hilarious to the point of comedic gold. With that being said, let's watch the movie. 8 years after the events of the first film, the town of Gatlin, Nebraska discovers the bodies of all the murdered parents underneath a house. On top of that, the children seem to be acting strange.
Did you see anything?
I saw the corn.
We then cut to Garrett, a reporter looking to get the scoop on Gatlin and his annoying son Danny.
Stop sign, man! Hey, you crazy son of a bitch!
It's Garrett, man.
Hey, rag man, how's it going? How's the tabloid business, huh?
So Garrett and Danny end up staying at a local bed and breakfast. This B&B just so happens to have taken in one of the orphan children, a very creepy, Justin Long looking guy named Micah.
I saw the corn. I mean, corn. Were they out in the cornfield? Their blood was for the corn.
You always know something crazy is about to go down when a character is named after someone in the Bible. Micah decides to take a nighttime walk through the cornfield and is possessed by he who walks behind the rows, the demon in these stories. Look at those special effects. Man, I wonder where Rodney is. He'd really enjoy watching this movie. Ever since Christmas, we're friends and we just like to watch movies together. Micah gathers the cult of children back together and they start plotting to kill all the adults. You see, if you're not familiar with Children of the Corn, the basic belief of the cult is that all adults are evil. They go so far as to sacrifice every member once they reach the age of 18. Okay, now the crazy stuff starts to happen. There's an old lady in town that realizes the kids are evil and they don't like this.
You know perfectly well if we let those children in our houses, we're gonna end up dead, just like those people did.
So what do? They drop her own house on top of her, just like Wizard of Oz. Meanwhile, Garrett and Danny have a father-son bonding moment.
Your mother and me, we just couldn't make it work. We had our own agendas.
And that didn't include me?
No, it didn't. As a matter of fact, it didn't.
And Danny meets a random girl in town that isn't a member of the evil child cult. Then, out of nowhere, a lady in a wheelchair, played by the exact same lady that was crushed by the house, shows up and claims to be the twin sister of said woman.
Who killed my sister?
It was an accident, Miss West.
Not with them around, it wasn't.
She also realizes that the children are evil, which leads to the greatest moment in cinema history.
Get that thing away from me!
39.
Help! You little bastard! Help! Somebody help me!
Bingo?
It's just so insane. Is it actually supposed to be scary or sinister? I mean, it even has a punchline. From here, Garrett actually starts doing some investigative journalism like he's supposed to. He finds all kinds of weird ritualistic material in the local school and teams up with a Native American guy named Frank Red Bear, who just so happens to be a professor at a local university.
Oh, no. What happened in Gatlin was those kids went apeshit and killed everybody.
The sheriff and other members of the town call an emergency meeting to talk about what's happening with the children. As fate would have it, the children lock them in the building and burn it down. Meanwhile, Danny joins the Children of the Corn and they try to force him to sacrifice his new girlfriend. He refuses, but then Garrett and Frank Red Bear show up driving the harvester, more than ready to plow a few children down. Unfortunately, one of the children shoots Frank with an arrow, rendering him unconscious and stopping the harvester. Danny sets his girlfriend free, Frank wakes up and turns the harvester back on. The evil spirit leaves Micah, but he is immediately caught in the harvester and killed. Frank, who by the way is the only likable character in the movie, succumbs to his arrow wound. Danny and Garrett make amends and then burn Frank's body. I hope they at least inform the authorities that he died. Then we get this weird shot of Frank's ghost walking by some creek. Wow, what an insane movie. And trust me, there's way more to it than what I went over here, so you gotta check it out yourself.
No. You got it all wrong. You missed the entire point of the movie.
Homeless guy? You're supposed to be dead. I watched you die.
Well, sorry to disappoint.
But I literally cleaned your body off of my floor.
Rodney found me a stunt double at the last second.
But that means you and Rodney have been
working together to destroy you.
Wow, Rodney. So Christmas was all a lie, huh? I guess we're not friends.
Please, like I'd ever be your friend.
Okay, fine, but what about you, homeless guy? I know why Rodney hates me. He hates everyone. But I've only ever been kind to you.
First off, it's not homeless guy. My name is Dr. Frank Corncob, the world's foremost expert and scholar on the Children of the Corn series.
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Are you kidding me? It means everything! Come, let me show you.
Okay.
I've been planning this from the beginning. You see, I wasn't always homeless. I started carrying around that sign asking for help just to get at you and to get at your uncle, John Sullivan. Yeah, that's right, your uncle, the guy that they're parading as some magnificent historian of Children of the Corn. Ridiculous! Boulder Dash! It should have been me!
Wait, I do recognize you. You're that annoying professor that was in the Apathetic Reviews episode about Children of the Corn. Dr. Frank Corncob.
Yeah, just to be clear on one thing, I'm not a self-proclaimed expert on Children of the Corn. My research makes a valuable contribution to scholarship on media and agriculture that the Academy has
Okay, whatever. You work at DeVry University.
Be that as it may.
So, Doctor, what are your thoughts on...
So let me show you my plan to make your uncle wish he'd never been born. So here's me with my remote control car. And here's you with your uncle, John Sullivan. You're walking around, you have no idea. You're talking about, hey, did you see that movie the other day? Yeah, I saw the movie. I didn't like the movie. And you have no idea that here comes the remote control car that chases you into oncoming traffic. And then boom!
Yeah!
Oh, you both get taken out, and then a house falls on your uncle. Your Uncle John Sullivan is not the foremost expert on Children of the Corn. I am, and I am going to destroy him.
Well, he's right about one thing. There is a John Sullivan that's supposedly a Children of the Corn historian. On the Arrow Video Blu-ray release, he does feature commentary and even takes the film crew on a tour of all the filming locations of the original movie. The fact that the term Children of the Corn historian exists is ridiculous.
How could they choose him over me? My last name is literally Corn Cob!
Yeah, but he's not my uncle.
Wait, what?
I mean, yeah, I do have an uncle named John Sullivan, but he's been on death row since 1979. I've never even met him, and I doubt he even knows what Children of the Corn is.
Are you telling me that I became homeless all these years for absolutely nothing?
So you weren't just pretending to be homeless?
No, I fully committed. I threw my life away for this.
Wow. So you really are just a homeless guy.
Yeah, I guess I am. Rodney, you said John Sullivan was his uncle. I never want to talk to you again.
What? Hey, man. Wait, can we still be friends?
So you really are just a homeless guy. Just a homeless guy. Homeless guy. Homeless guy.